Hey guys, welcome to Chris Mack. For today's video, I have the 2023 Audi RS5. Now when I did start my first YouTube channel, I did do a full review on a 2019 RS5. And I have to say, after reviewing this, it does bring back some memories. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications. Let's get into this video, shall we? On the outside of the 23 Audi RS5, this is your key fob right here. You do have lock, unlock, as well as a panic button and a trunk release right there. Audi is inscripted on the bottom of the key fob. It is pretty nice, but I'm looking at the outside of this RS5. This is dressed in a Ascari blue exterior color, originally priced at about $81,000. You can't see up front with this being the RS5. You do have a blacked out Audi grille with the blacked out logo right there. You also have full LED lighting up front. Do love the way the turn signal does sweep across the front of the vehicle. That is a very nice touch. This also does have the driver assist package right there with the two little circles right there in the front of the diffuser. Looking at the wheels, these are 20-inch arm design flag style wheels wrapped with 275 width tires. They are Summers, of course. RS5 badging is right there with keyless entry for the front door handles. Up top, we do have a moonroof. Give you guys a quick 3/4 view right there. You do have, of course, a dual exhaust setup right there. Now the S's do have a quad exhaust setup, and if you do get a regular A version, it will have just a squared off exhaust dual setup as well. Of course, do love the lights that do sweep across with a more sportier diffuser for the RS5 version. You also have a blacked out spoiler up top. Looking in the trunk, you do have 11 cubic feet of space. You can fold down the seats in a 40-20-40 fashion. All with the floor mats right there. You have some storage on that side right there. Let me show you guys under the hood of the RS5, as this is a performance vehicle. There you go. All right, popping the hood of the RS5, you will find a 2.9 liter turbo V6, 444 horsepower, 442 pound-foot of torque, 18 in the city, 26 on the highway, and 21 combined. Vehicle weight is about 4,000 pounds. It is connected to a 8-speed automatic transmission with a 0 to 60 time of about 3.8 seconds. Now let me show you guys the interior of the RS5. Get another view for you guys. This thing really does look sweet. But we're gonna go ahead and start out in the back seats. Let's do this on the passenger side. I do also like the blacked out mirror caps right there. Pretty nice touch. Basically use that button, slide that forward. Squeeze. But using that for context right there, I'll probably have about maybe an inch of legroom. But I actually am impressed with the headroom. It's about like 1.5 inches for a coupe, which is actually not too bad. You also have LED illumination up top. Storage compartment right there, as well as a console for your drink holder, as well as some more storage. And you have a single zone climate control for the back row area right here, which is actually pretty nice. And a 12-volt charger down below, and some storage. Also love the Alcantara finish back here. Materials aren't too skint back here, which I am surprised. But let me show you guys the driver's seat where all of the action happens. Let's see if we can get out. Ooh. And even at 5'6", I can honestly say though that the leg room is definitely on the tighter side. But let me show you guys the driver's seat where all of the action happens. Opening the door, you can't see, of course, this does have the massage seats, which is pretty nice. So you can control that right there, which I will show you guys in infotainment. You do, of course, have power lumbar support, back and bottom support right there. You have 2-person memory on this side with folding mirrors, I do love the Alcantara suede material right here, with the carbon fiber trim and leather stitch materials right there and down below. You'd also have a power trunk right there release with the lovely Bang & Olufsen sound system and hood release right there. Now stepping height is pretty good at 5'6", but looking in front of you, you can see you do have the virtual cockpit display right there, which is of course controlled via the buttons right here on this side of the steering wheel. Is a 3-spoke steering wheel design. It is heated. You use this right here to toggle through your different displays. You got sport displays, lap timers, and of course you can put up a reduced display function. You can toggle through on this side right here for your media function. So right now we do have the Apple CarPlay connected via the screen. It is wireless, and all other various different engine data right there. If you hit the view button, it will expand the display so you can get a bigger view. So if you have the Google Maps up, you really see your navigation in a very clear, crisp quality. You also have a preset favorites button, which you can customize. And over here on this side is your RS mode. So basically this is your max settings right here. So you have RS, you hit that once, it'll pull up your whole RS display right there. You got your power and torque meter on that side. Of course, your fueling information right there, or your G-force meter, as well as your PSI functions right there. You also do have a RS2 function, which you can, of course, customize in your display, which I will show you guys in a second. Now, if you do get a driver assistance package, you will get a head-up display as a separate option. I believe the driver assistance pack is about $3,000. Over here are your light controls, little storage compartment on that side. Of course, you do have your wiper stalks as well as light stalks on that side with these lovely paddle shifters, which do have a nice high quality feel to them. But looking at the display, this is the MMI newer display. It does have a 10.1-inch display. You have all your presets right here for your media functions, navigation right there, which is a separate option, I mean, at this price point. So you do have your navigation. So once you do purchase the navigation subscription based thing, it will come up right there. But you do have your radio as well as media functions. So you can basically plug up your iPhone C. But I do want to try a quick audio test to see how good it is. This does have a 19-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system, so we'll try that out. Let's go ahead and get the volume up.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm like an addict. Do I gotta have it? I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket.
Now, the 19-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system is very clear and crisp. It does have a lot of sound quality and audio. But I'm going back. You, of course, do have your radio functions right above that. AM, FM, Sirius XM radio. It is rewinding, of course. You can go right there. Let's turn it down so we don't get demonetized. But you got your settings right there to change the sound quality, max bass, and so on. Phone functions, navigation, as I stated before, is subscription based. Of course, you do have Apple CarPlay, which I showed you guys a second ago. Vehicle settings are right here. So you do have your drive select for your drive mode functions. So you got comfort, a automatic mode, as well as a dynamic mode. And you can see right here on this side, you do have your RS buttons right there, which can be configured. So you have your drive between balance and sport, as well as steering, engine sounds, and the Quattro Sport differential. A RS monitor right there, which does show your temperature in the vehicle, as well as a G-force meter. And of course, you can see your tire pressures and so on. Seat function right here. This, of course, does have massage for both the driver as well as front passenger. You can toggle through how you want the massage. Right now I have it on, and I gotta tell you guys, it feels nice. I like this. You can change the intensity between 3 different modes. You can stop it, and of course you can change like wave, need, or stretch functions right there. Passenger does have the same range of motion. And other seat controls right there. Of course, you do have your climate control settings right here, which you can configure in the screen, as well as the lighting settings. So you, of course, do have ambient lighting. So if you toggle through the different displays, you can change your different colors. So you can turn up the ambient lighting. So you can see it's a little red right here, as well as right here on the door panels. When it is at nighttime, you'll see it a little bit better. So you got all these various different colors right there. You can also change up a individual setting, and you can change it, so on and so forth. And you can also have it dependent on your drive mode. So you're in sport or dynamic, it'll basically be like red, but if you're like in comfort, it'll be like a white blue setting. Over here you do have parking aid functions right there for the parking sensors, both front and rear. Driver assistance settings are right here. Of course, you do have speed warning as well as the side assist, so it controls your blind spot information. Any side mirrors right there, which I think is very brilliant, the way they actually have it right there in the mirrors instead of right there where the other drivers can't see it. Various different settings right there for your service functions and so on. You do have a dual zone climate control right there with 3-stage heated front seats. As stated before, the steering wheel is heated right there. Drive select functions, and of course you do have your traction function, so you have a ESC Sport, and then of course you can just go all the way off. Parking sensors and a screen shut off function right there. Now down here you do have a USB-A port with a 12 volt right there. This is also how you can plug in your device for the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now it is wireless with this generation, so we will try that out at a later date. Push button start right there with 2 cup holders, and this is your gear shifter right here. So for gear shifter, push this right here, push up for reverse. You do have trajectory lines, you can see very clear and crisp. Neutral, drive, and then of course do have a sport function right there, or sport transmission mode. And then you push for park. I do like the perforated leather right here on the top of the gear shift. Of course, RS is scripted right here with a automatic parking brake, volume control, as well as toggle forward and up for your radio functions. Do love the carbon fiber trim right here throughout the whole cabin. It is very nice with a glove box right there. Oh, I guess it'll stay open, but you can't see, of course, you do have this lovely Napa leather seating right there with the RS inscripted right there. But you do have a moonroof up top, which does let in pretty good light. It is tilt and slide open with LED illumination. There we go, LED illumination up top, and a visor with LED illumination up there. But let's go ahead and take the RS5 for a quick drive and see how she does. Alright, we're behind the wheel of the Audi RS5. We are sitting right here at the red light, and as you can see, right, the vehicle is very smooth, quiet, and refined. Speaking of visibility out the front, rear, and sides, I can say I see very clear out the front. I have a good view over the hood, as well as at the side mirrors and out the back. This being kind of more of a squared off rear end design for this coupe, it does have pretty good visibility out there, but you can't see driving around in comfort mode. The car is very smooth. We are in this regular drive setting. Of course, you have your RS monitor, which I'll show you guys in the walk around. So you can toggle through your G-force meter right there. And of course, when you do go in your Audi select functions, it will pull up all your different driver assistance as well as your different settings. Speaking of driver assistance, this does have lane keeping assist, which you push at the end of the stalk, and it'll basically keep you in your lane. Now the RS1 and 2 functions are preset, so you can basically set up your different features from your drive, steering, engine sound, as well as the sport differential. You also do have a auto function, which is adaptive, of course. So basically for my RS1 setting, I'll have basically maximum everything. And then let's say in RS2, you can have more of a tailored back setting. So like if you're on like highway cruising at high speeds, you can have like steering and comfort and like suspension and so on. But let's go ahead and pull up that RS monitor right there. Now these do have the 20-inch 5-arm design wheels, so you can definitely feel a little bit more of the harsh like ride versus a S5 or even a A5, which is definitely much appreciated when you are getting a vehicle like this. Now if you want a little bit more like of that feel on the road so far, you can of course get a competition version, which does have a little bit more of a stiffer suspension and more dynamic drive. But let's go ahead and put her up into dynamic for a little bit, as this is the mode that counts. And the burbles are crazy. The burbles. This thing sounds insane. Honestly impressed with this so far. Now speaking also of comfort, while we cruise behind this Honda Pilot, you of course do have the seat massage function, which is pretty nice. So you can change the intensity, you get a whole back massage, you got wave, stretch, and knee, which is pretty cool. This is actually one of the only vehicles in the segment that has this massage function. It's pretty nice. And it's not like one of them cheap massages, like the real deal, where you can really feel it, like, you know, grooving your back, and, you know, if you got, you know, stress in your back, whatever, it's perfect. And this is probably one of the only vehicles in the segment that actually does have this massage function, which is pretty nice. So you can handle your favorite back road while getting the whole massage experience. Just gonna put it in this RS screen. You can see you do have a whole different display right there. You got G-force meter right here. This is how I have it set up. G-force meter on this side with your torque and power on that side. And you also have shift lights right here. So you got green, yellow, go to orange and red. And the burls. This thing crackles and pops. But I'll be back in a second once we get a open piece of road to show you guys a little bit more of the dynamics of the RS5. Alright, we're in max RS settings, so we are going to try it out. I can honestly say so far, just going over around the first corner, this thing is just so planted. It really does give you that confidence when you are driving around. The all-wheel drive really keeps you safe. But how is the acceleration? Let's try that out. That's really what you're looking for. But so you're gonna be in S mode, brake, and then you're gonna look for max boost right there. The way it just does a four-wheel drive burnout right there is insane. I mean, this performance is just in another world. Now, is it as quick as the G80 M3? Yeah, not really, but it's probably like maybe 0.2 of a second slower. I really have to be honest, but 0 to 60 definitely felt like about 3.6 seconds. A G80 M3 is about 3.2. But you know, let's try one more accelerator. I mean, why not? S mode. Yeah, let's move up a little bit. Yeah. All right, brake down. Gas. This thing's just insanely quick. You definitely do get your money's worth with the performance of this. Now, manual mode can be a little better. Now, it does auto upshift for you, but personally, I do want the engaging experience if you leave it in manual. But yeah, the acceleration is just crazy. The way this takes off, spins all four wheels with that quattro. Now, compared to your M3, for example, the quattro does give you that confidence that you're looking for to just attack a back road. You know, unlike a M3, it won't step out and the back it won't kick out, and you'll be like, oh shit, how do I save it? This thing is tailored perfectly the way it'll just keep you balanced and right there on the ground. And the downshifts sound phenomenal. This thing's just sick. Yeah, RS mode definitely is where it counts. Of course, you have the G-force meter right here, so you can see your whole G-force when you're accelerating. But I also do love the seat comfort right here. So of course I do have the bolsters in, and you can also put on the massage function as I stated before. But it really does give you a lot of support with the seat comfort. But yeah, this thing is just fun. And mind you, that was with the non-ESC Sport. So if you did do ESC Sport, it would take off even quicker. So you get max boost and just whoosh, slingshot off. But yeah, this thing is just so much fun. This is just as fast as I remember when I did do a review on this back on my first YouTube channel in 2019 RS5. This really does bring back memories. But yeah. Now, I can honestly give Audi credit though for this RS5. I mean, just the acceleration and performance. Now, granted, the steering is definitely on the light side. For this being in its max race setting, it definitely could use a little bit more of a heft, kind of like how the BMW has. But steering is very precise, and of course, you do get the competition package. You do want a little bit more of a better feel and a quality in the performance department. But yeah. But yeah, sitting right here back at the light, you can't see it is very smooth, refined. Of course, you have all the menus that you would look for in a luxury vehicle. Now, it is missing the ventilated seat function as a separate option. But this massage, I gotta tell you guys, this is where the comfort's at right here. We put it back in this drive setting. As you can see right there, vehicle is very refined. Not a lot of like lurching and stuff when you do have it in this max setting. So you sometimes get performance vehicles and it's kind of a little herky-jerky when you have this max setting at slow speeds. But I have to say this Audi is pretty refined at that. The burbles, that sounds so good. And I do love the shift light right there. It's prominent right there in front of you, so you know exactly when the shift will flash red. Boom, you just crack that next shift and it goes. Now that we're on the highway, let's talk about the ride comfort. Ride comfort is pretty good. Right now we got Porsche Taycan behind us. Another one of our VW brethren right there. But ride comfort is pretty good at highway speeds. Right now cruising at 8 gear. And we are in this max setting still. But it's very smooth, refined, and quiet on the highway. And as a luxury car, it's perfect. You do get a little bit of tire noise, but other than that, it's just fine. The suspension goes with bumps very nicely when you do throw it back into its comfort setting. And we put it in drive. You can't see right there, comfort mode. Exhaust quiets up a little bit. And mind you, this thing has 20-inch rims. Yeah, there's the Taycan. I think it was a 4S. But yeah, so just driving around. Comfort mode, as I stated before, is quiet, calm. I do love the Alcantara materials right here. It's leather stitched up top. Of course, you do have a perforated steering wheel and aluminum brake and gas pedals down there. But overall settings are pretty nice. I do like the way you can customize it all in the display. You got the comfort factor. You can change the seating functions right there. So let's say if I wanted to get my passenger massage, you can basically put it on right there. and change all the settings right there. So everybody gets comfort in this vehicle. And you also do get a single zone climate control in the back seat, so you have a little bit more comfort for your backseat passengers if they are a little bit on the tighter side in the back. A couple other things I do want to talk about this RS5. You also do have the virtual cockpit, so you can have the Google Maps display right there in your line of sight when you do change the view functions. Keep in mind, navigation is actually optional, which at this price point is kind of on the shocking side, but that's probably one thing that I can't say I would change about this RS5 is definitely get the navigation package. Obviously, being a German car, definitely need that. And of course, you get cool seating as a separate option, and the competition package, which is a hard pill to swallow, at $16,000 just for that one option, will give you a little bit more of a dynamic vehicle if you are looking to have a little bit more like sporty diff and some more suspension upgrades to make it more tighter. And even the steering will actually be improved if you do get the comp package. Also, too, speaking of other complaints that I do have, one other thing too is that I do wish it did have the driver assistance package. Now, that is a $3,000 charge just for that, to get adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist. And when you actually think about a lot of modern cars that go into this, like if you look on the Toyota side, for example, they obviously have it standard. You definitely feel those wheels right there going over that bump. But they got like features like that are standard. But honestly, at this price point, as I said before, I do wish that was like a standard. I can kind of get like, the competition package being optional, but the driver assistance at $81,000 as this is equipped should be included. But other than that, I do also like the moonroof up top. That is nice. But gas mileage is pretty good, so it's rated to get about 18 in the city, 26 on the highway, and 21 combined. So you can't see it's definitely more rated for the city driving. But if you do definitely get on the highway, I believe that you can definitely eke out that 30 mpg. If you're in comfort mode and you really don't get in the boost that much, you'll easily be able to achieve that. Yeah, patience is a virtue. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys one more acceleration. Let's get over this one. We're in ESC Sport, full race mode. This thing just gets quick. I gotta tell you guys, the acceleration, that was in ESC Sport. So originally I didn't actually put it in ESC Sport mode, but now that I put it in ESC Sport, it just takes off even more. The tires even more warmed up. And this will officially end my video. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications. This is Chris signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.